Why is it okay to leave elderly men and women alone in their houses? Because they don't matter. They have absolutely no value. They're surplus to requirement. They'd be better off dead. We don't care. No financial value. No financial value. They're just costly. That's the cold, hard truth of it. They cost money. They don't make sense. It's hard even saying that. They're meat. They're just meat. Useless, old, leathery meat. It's actually shocking how valueless elderly people are within the society that we live. I feel the want to say fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. We are fucking horrible. It's absolutely unbelievable letting that out. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should be absolutely ashamed of ourselves that our mothers and fathers and grandparents are demoted to such valueless objects when they have sacrificed and loved and cared for and accumulated knowledge in their lifetime, accumulated knowledge that we haven't seen yet, and yet it's useless, it's thrown out, and we keep slipping down the same hole generation after generation when they could guide us and bring us through. And also, you know, the bullshit that a young person has to go through, they've gone through. They have the keys to get you through. But because they're financially not viable, they have been reduced to doddery old human beings. God. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's a vicious cycle that the society that we live in, it's just like a conveyor belt, a consumeristic, monetary conveyor belt. Your value is so demoted. It's put down to figures. It's put down to numbers. There's no emotional connection. There's no depth of feeling. Feeling is out of it. It's only personalised within a family, and a family will love that person. But if they lose a family, or they don't have a family, they have no hope. They're just churned over. They can only, the best an elderly person can hope for is a good neighbour, because there's very little good community left. It's sterile. It's clinical. They're sat in a chair, and the best they can hope for is a meal. And even at that, there's not much thought goes behind it. They should be our most prized possession. They are the knowledge, they're the history, they're everything. they should be sat on a high chair, and we should sit around them, and we should ask them. We should ask them how to live. We should listen to the wisdom. You know, we should hear how an elderly person can tell us not the way not to fall down, the way to get around the hole rather than falling into it again, and then the knowledge being discarded again. We have a lot to answer for, we have a lot to look at in ourselves, we have a lot to face, because each of us has to face that elderly prospect, and yet unknowns to ourselves we're being programmed into devaluing it before we've arrived there. We hear the person's conversation, you know, oh, I'm getting old now, oh sure, I can't do that, or whatever. It starts seeping in, it's inbred, it's yeah. God, I'm glad you asked me that question.